Hello everyone on this June evening. It's been about a year and a half since I've last uploaded any videos, so I thought it's a high time to give you some update in this sort of a vlog style, let's call it. So it's a bit spontaneous, so I hope you will be able to actually see anything because it's quite dark already. So right now we're in the Seicento, as you can see. So first let's say a few words about that. What's the state of this project? So it's still running fine. It's been running for the last few years actually. The current power is about 140 probably, because we did not want to push too far this little turbo. Maybe I will use it later in some other project. And so it's waiting for its new bigger turbo still. I guess this will happen eventually. Right now the bigger problem is the clutch, which is slipping. Yeah, this original clutch is really at its very edge right now, and you cannot really use even those 140 horsepower as it is right now. So the new gearbox is ready for, I guess, year and a half, something like that already, and just waiting. Yeah, I just did not have time to do anything about that. And the reason why I did not have time is what you can probably see somewhere over there, a part of it. It's my new house, yeah, that I'm renovating for 3 years now, and it's still ongoing, but at least I'm on the edge of some milestones that will probably allow me to get back to work on cars, hopefully. Yeah, so anyway, going back to the Seicento, the gearbox, as I said, is actually ready, and I would just have to put it in. Well, maybe just finish one small job there. So yeah, I have also a really pile of other parts purchased and waiting. Some suspension parts, some protective plate for underneath of the engine, and so on and so on. I wanted to take this car for a spin on the track. Yeah, I've actually already put an I-bar springs to this car, but I'm not really satisfied with them. So there is a new suspension waiting, and I'm also investigating a possibility of a different springs to the rear, some other modifications to the rear suspension, and so on and so on. Yeah, I know it's been a long time since I've been talking about some of those stuff, but I really hope that some of this will become reality in nearest future, finally. Yeah. From other news, not so much has changed since you've last seen this car, I guess. Yeah, for the instrument cluster, the speedometer stopped working. Well, actually, the speedometer is fine, and my electronic circuit that controls it is also fine. Yeah, I can actually turn it on, and you'll see. Yeah, as you can see, the needle is moving. So the only problem is actually the ABS sensor. Yeah, that is now broken, so we'll have to replace that. Anyway, the only other different thing is probably this contraption here. This is the AFR, so the lambda sensor. Yeah, I had a different one, but apparently there was something wrong with that this previous one, and at some point I've made my own. well, it's not exactly my own, it's actually an upgraded version of SLC3, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I think this deserves a separate video. As you can see, it's not really attached properly, and it's been like that for quite some time now. But here I have a case for that, a custom one. Recently I bought myself a 3D printer, so I've designed this very simple. This is actually one of my first prints, yeah, and first designs. I've designed this case. Yeah, there will be a hinge here, and this will be just sitting like that over here. Yeah, so yeah, this is something that I will do in the future. Yeah, as I said, this probably deserves its own episode. Yeah, I've modified both hardware and software for that one. Anyway, yeah, that's how it looks. And what's coming up next? Yeah, besides some work on this car, we are actually starting a new project that I will reveal soon. But first, maybe I should actually show you my new soon-to-be workshop, I would say, because it's not really ready, but yeah, you can already do something there. And this is one of the reasons I've actually bought this house and been busy with this renovation for so long, yeah, just to get this workshop also done. Yeah, it's much bigger than the previous one, so yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. There is the old Mega Squared that I use for engine control. I believe I've never actually showed you the mapping for this engine, so there might be a good opportunity soon for that, as I will probably experiment with this thing. This is the so-called Speeduino. It's an open project, or sort of an open project for ECU. It's based on an Arduino board that you put here, and this particular PCB is this original one, let's say, well, at least the design, and it's a through-hole board, and I will just use it as first trials, for first trials, and later on maybe I will redesign it a little bit to match our purposes a little bit better. But anyway, interesting thing about this one is that it's actually using the same PC software as the Mega Squared does. So if everything goes well, it might be even so that I will be able to just switch them, put the exact same maps that I use now to this new Speeduino, perhaps just change few settings of the output and so on, and it should work right away. Yeah, I really look into that, and this will, as I said, this will be a good opportunity to show you some settings for this engine. And also a good thing about that is it's quite cheap. I mean, as you know, for us in Poland everything is more expensive, so the Mega Squared is sort of a cheap ECU, but not that much when you compare this to what it's actually capable of, and this construction is actually quite old now, and it has its downsides. This should be much improved, I would say, and it's actually much cheaper, especially if I make the PCB myself and so on. This should be like I don't know, 25% of the price, yeah, something like that, of the Mega Squared. And we will probably, if this goes well, we'll probably be using this for some other projects, including this new one that I've already mentioned, but this will be reviewed later. And this is it. This part of the screen is blanked because I don't want you to see yet the new project car that will be revealed in next episode. So as for the workshop, it's around 90 something, almost 100 square meters, and I'm working on the lighting. It's, let's say, this is the minimum to start the work, but there will be much more. Those are LEDs. I will also install few metal halogens later. Yeah, I'm still using this as a storage for some furnitures and some other stuff that I need to do for the house renovation, so we won't be able to use the full potential of this place yet, but yeah, hopefully it will get better and better. Probably at some point I will get some kind of a lift or hoist or something like that. This pole there is, who knows for what exactly. I mean, this one, yeah, I have no idea why it's there. We actually renovated the roof. It was damn expensive, and there was no obvious reason for this pole there, but anyway, I don't want to touch it. I will leave it there. However, this one is no longer needed. There was just a drywall which I've put down, and this is a part of that drywall. And as you can see, there are some leftovers that I need to get rid of, and so actually we'll get practically whole nice area to our disposal here. Yeah, there will be some work tables and of course some other stuff, storage and so on here. Yeah, it's much more convenient than my old garage. Yeah, and I hope this will come as a nice reward for all those months spent on the renovation of the house. And yeah, I think buying this place was actually a good idea. Yeah. Here it is from another angle. The ceiling in its highest place is I think 4.5 meters, which is nice, and it never falls below 3 or 2.9, so plenty of space, I would say, even for a lift. And here we have a temporary table for tools, which are prepared already for disassembling our new project car. But you know more about that soon. That's it for this short update. I hope you've liked this, although there weren't so many information. Yeah, I hope soon I will be able to reveal to you this new project car. And yeah, we should also start working on Seicento again. Yeah, actually we have another project on Wawrzyn's S13. Yeah, which is now quite cool car, I must say. He really did a lot to this car recently, and we have a new engine for that. Speaking of new engines, maybe I will also make some episodes about my other cars. Maybe that will be of interest to you. And yeah, one of those in particular came to my mind because it is recently used to bring new engines for other cars. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that everybody is well during this pandemic time. Well, which is hopefully coming to an end. At least in Poland, it's much better now. Yeah. So I cannot promise anything, but hopefully I will get to you on more regular basis from now on. Who knows? Yeah. Thanks again, and see you next time.